In today's video, we'll be discussing is Roblox a survival game pay to win? And we'll be breaking this video up into three categories. Number one is the game pay to win right now, and we're gonna compare that pay to win to Bed Wars. That's the second topic. Third topic is how they could make the game not pay to win for their future. And first, we'll get into is the game pay to win right now. So I'm right here, and if we look at the game passes, I do have two of them. 2 times tool power. This is okay. You get basically they did verify that doesn't affect weapons, which is good. This is probably one of the best game passes. This is kind of OP. Kind of does give you advantage. So does 2 times tool power, but it's not as much. You just find 2 times faster. 2 times resources, this basically gives you 2 times resources. So if I run up to, like, say this mushroom right here and chop it down, it gives me 2 instead of 1. And I have a chance, with the mining chance, I have a chance of a bonus chance, which is 14%, which then it'll double it again, then I have a chance of getting 4, which that is kind of OP if you ask me. It does give you a little advantage over anybody, everybody else for like progressing in the game. Then we got 2 times hunger, which I don't think that is that good because if we go to the rebirth shop right now, there is already one, the survivalist. Your hunger goes down 50% slower and you regen 1 health every second, which is basically this, but you also like gain 1 health per second, which that is like very good. And player customization, this has no pay to win anything to it. This is not so pay to win, because you are always eating all the time, and if you are like a good player like me, which has a lot of blue steel, you're gonna have a lot of food. Like if we check my inventory right now, this is my food inventory. I have tons of red meals, tons of carrot pies. Look at all this cabbage, and I just have like hearty stew. I have that's 1,000. I have 12 of them. Pretty sure I have a lot of spicy meals. Like yeah, if you're like a very experienced or like a person that's progressed through the game a lot, then you're gonna have a lot of food. So that doesn't really matter. And then we have all this customization stuff, which is cool because this allows you to actually put your own images on your banner. And this player cosmetics, it just gives you extra cosmetics to like upgrade your avatar. And they are this Friday update. There'll be new cosmetics, which should be fun. By the way, I will be live streaming. So if you ask me, it's medium pay to win or medium to not so pay to win. I guess you can do between medium and not so pay to win because this is the only really good thing because you have almost a, like you guarantee 2 times resources. On top of that, if you have your mining level or wood cutting level to max, you have a chance of getting an insane amount of like stuff. Like sometimes if you walk up to this boulder over here, I think there's like a little iron patch over here. Right here. Like if we mine it, look how much like see that's how many rocks we. And I forgot to cover one more thing for the pay to win. If we go to like all this stuff, if you ask me, the rebirth token stuff is kind of pay to win, I guess you could. Because that's not like like rebirthings give you like a huge advantage. Like the survivalist, you heal 1 health every second. Professional swimmer no longer have like a debuff in the water. Quick draw, you get like basically 1.5 reload faster. Last stand is good. Then there's some other ones that just for like increase inventory, and then other things like if you like farming, then you like get the farming one. And if we look at the money over here or the coins, this is not that good because oh how overly expensive all this is. I have 600 coins, which is actually a lot, but how overly expensive this is. And also how big your bag is. You only have enough room to carry 4,500 coins. And that's if you have nothing in your inventory. So if you ask me, buying like the coins is not pay to win at all. First of all, your inventory get instantly like full, and it'll take you a long time just to get this to clear it out. And how overly expensive this stuff is. They did say that it's for a long game, and that is pretty interesting. I heard that they're gonna be adding a boss fight and like some new materials, and also the new cosmetics update is coming out, and they will add the different faces inside the black market shop or just other shops. Now I'm gonna be comparing it to Roblox Bed Wars. And if you don't know, Roblox Bed Wars is the most pay to win game in all of history. Like they come out with the new battle pass, and guess what? You can spend 15,000 Robux. That is a lot of Robux. And or you could just grind for a month or two to get the tier 50 kit. And if we look at the battle pass, you also need to buy the battle pass is 800 Robux, and that's $10 just to get a battle pass. And then on top of if you're gonna spend all of your Robux on getting the tier 50 instantly, that's gonna cost $300, cause 100, I mean not 100, 15,000 Robux is basically $300, which is a lot of money. And if you ask me, that is insanely pay to win. Pay $300, get the best kit in the game. Base that that's basically what it is, because whenever they release the update, like the new season, the kit is always super OP, and only the people that buy the 15,000 Robux right then and there get the when the kit is like super OP. Compared to this game, which like they nerf every single kit to like the ground. Like Kalia got nerfed so many times, got nerfed like 20 times or something like that, very high. Compared to this game, which there's like only not many things. The only thing that I would say is pay to win in this game is the rebirth and the 2 times resources. That is it. And it doesn't even give you a huge advantage. Like, if you have Kalia, you're knocking everybody off the map with your punch. Like, I have it. It is very OP. And at this point, it used to do 70 damage to Emerald Armor. And all you have to do is throw a fireball at somebody, which already does, like, a decent amount of damage. Like, if you throw a fireball at Emerald Armor, you do at least 10 damage. Bed Wars is very pay to win compared to this game, which is barely any pay to win. And at that point, this game's mostly about skill, and it's more fun. I was talking more about Bed Wars in that game, but next category, how they can't, or like they could fix, or they're not having any problems with pay to win, but if they do, please listen to this and don't make your game super pay to win. Like, don't add kits to the game. It just doesn't, like, I wish Bed Wars would just add a no-kit game mode so nobody's fiery punching or Yuzi running halfway across the map. Like, you hit them once and then they're halfway across the map collecting emeralds. And at that point, they're gonna run, grab more teleports, Yuzi dash, and then teleport away. Like, that's so annoying when Yuzi's just run all game long. So don't add kits to the game. Then don't make it so, like, you can do more damage. Like, don't add like something in Bed Wars where you could just like do more damage. Like some kits like Airy, if you kill somebody, you do more damage. Like, I know they won't add that into the game, but don't add like any helpful PvP game passes, because then it's not skill, it's your Robux. It's like how rich you are in Robux, then you have the advantage. So make it skill based. And what else? Don't make it so you don't lose any hunger, because you're gonna be at max hunger all the time. And don't make it so you can gain too much health. Like, in the game, you could gain around 130 health. And don't make it so you can increase your speed. Like, I don't really like how you can rebirth and you no longer get a speed debuff in the water. I kind of like having a speed buff. Like, make it so you could maybe your boats go faster in the water compared to swimming, because at this point you swim as fast as a boat. The only boat that you're not beating is the big Imperial ship or the longboat, which goes. I think it's the fastest boat in the game. Definitely don't add. You could literally buy resources. Like the only thing you can buy in this game are rebirth tokens, which you only can rebirth a certain amount of times, and gold, which is not that useful, and it's a currency instead of like material that makes you OP. Like you could just like just get you can go in the shop if you have 30,000 Robux. You can just buy 10,000 blue steel, and then you're stacked on blue steel for the rest of your life. Like, don't add that. Just don't do that. And I also love that how they mostly focus on patching exploits, which is better for a game because Bed Wars you don't see that many. You see exploit patches every month. This game is focusing more on patching exploits than just updating the game, which that's kind of off topic right now, but I just love how the game does this. That was mostly it. Is the game pay to win? No. Is it compared to Bed Wars? It is pay to win. Bed Wars is the most pay to win game in the history unless you're playing the pay to win walk. You have to pay the 10,000 Robux or something to walk. then then I guess you could say that game is pay to win. But if you ask me, compared to Bed Wars and the survival game, Bed Wars is way more pay to win. And yeah, that was mostly it. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you have any other thoughts on this, say something in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!